Achieving six-pack abs is a common goal for many people, but it often seems daunting and out of reach. With minimal equipment, it is entirely possible to build a six-pack in your garage. How do I know? Because I did it. With dedication, consistency, and the right tools, achieving a six-pack is well within your reach. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, King Prime. I can be found at IamKingPrime.com. Here at the Modern Kings Podcast, we have one mission, that is to help you look good, to help you to be fit, and to help you make money. It is my opinion that those three pillars are the key to you being able to lead in life. In today's episode, I am revealing how I got my six-pack using 4 pieces of equipment. That's right, 4 pieces. I'm going to be sure to add links in the description box so that you can have easy access to find these products and get well on your way. Many people, when they're on their way to start their journey to getting a six-pack, the first thing come to mind is probably crunches. And contrary to popular belief, crunches don't do a whole lot for your midsection. I personally don't do crunches or any traditional ab exercises to actually gain abs. It is the biggest part of my routine. Let me tell you how I got there to have the whole six-pack thing going on. I lifted heavy over time, consistently. Lifting heavy contributes more to your muscle and your abdominals than you think. I had a leg day, back day, chest day, and I kept those in rotation and repeated those about 6 days a week with 1 day off. And I did this for about a year. Every exercise that I did was done to the point of failure. And you may not believe this, but I really did not do any ab work. Now you're probably asking, how do I know this works? This is the part where I tell you, you will probably want to switch and watch the video version of this, because here are pictures of me in my early 20s, well before I was able to pack on man muscle. If you look at these pictures from decades ago, you will see that I have majorly transformed by doing what I'm sharing with you right now. The equipment that I used. Here are the 4 items that I used to get my six-pack. A pull-up bar. Not the little cheap kind that you hang from the door. I'm talking about a real heavy-duty pull-up bar. One that has anchors, find a stud, drill it into the wall. And mine is in my garage. Now, I'm speaking garage, but feel free to apply this to anywhere within your home. If you have a place that you like to work out, enjoy working out, maybe it's the bonus room, maybe it's the room upstairs, maybe it's the spare bedroom. But it's possible to do this at home with minimal equipment. I had a pull-up bar, a really heavy-duty pull-up bar with anchors, right? The type that you put into the wall, you find a stud, and it can hold hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I also had dumbbells. I got a pair of 40-pound dumbbells off of Facebook Marketplace. People are often getting rid of things, and if you look hard enough, you will find it. So that was my second piece of equipment. My third was a plyo box. I looked online, I got one from Rogue. It came unassembled, got my drill, put it together, went to work. So now I have my 3 pieces, my pull-up bar, my dumbbells, and my plyo box. That will give you the core of everything that you need. Now I get to a point to where I'm doing this and it's not as challenging as I needed to be. So then I ordered the 4th piece of equipment, which was a weighted vest. So I picked up this 40-pound weighted vest that has removable weights inside of it. And if it's too challenging, I could take some out, put some back in. But what I did was work with it, period. I kind of like the challenge of the extra weight, and I could not do very many reps with that 40-pound vest. But what I did was I started to challenge myself. I started to be able to do more. I started to be able to get stronger. And eventually, my reps were able to go up. I was able to challenge myself more. I was still taking myself to the point of failure. Now, here are the exercises that got me my six-pack. Heavy lifting. You've got to do resistance training, because resistance training is a major part of building muscle and building your abs. When you do any movement, all of your energy comes from your core, whether it's pushing, pulling, lifting, jumping, squatting. Everything comes from the core. So when you're doing these exercises, pay attention to that. Concentrate on squeezing your core. So as you exercise, observe that energy that's coming from your core. With every exercise that you do, start being intentional about engaging your core. My routine consisted of push-ups. When I say push-ups, I did a variation of push-ups. I did regular push-ups, I did wide push-ups, I did closed push-ups. I'd also do incline and decline push-ups. Put my feet on the box or stand and lean against the wall and do push-ups off of the wall. Now, I know that sounds like it's not challenging, but if you're going to the point of failure and you're having that weighted vest on and you're going through that routine, trust me, that push-up off the wall is very challenging. So with those push-ups, I would create a number of reps to do within a set, and I would time myself to see how many sets could I get done within an hour time frame. And then when it came around to chest day again, I would try to outdo the last day. But during all of these exercises, again, with power coming from the core, my core is being squeezed on every single exercise. Next up, legs. I did squats, lunges, step-ups, deadlifts, side steps, all in my weighted vest. Same thing, I would write these down, I would go to the point of failure, I would see how many could I do within 1 hour, and then I would try to surpass that on the next workout. Next up, I did pull-ups. I would do 100 pull-ups minimum in my weighted vest before my back workout. I would do these wide arm, I would do close, but I would always do overhand because I feel like underhand pull-ups are cheating. You're using more bicep, which is fine if that's what you must do, but I like to focus on more of the back muscles and go the harder route of doing it. These are all functional exercises: pushing, pulling, jumping, squatting. All of these exercises require engaging your core. Let's talk about nutrition a little bit. Your nutrition matters. None of these abs are going to be revealed if your nutrition is not on point. You may have heard that abs are made in the kitchen. It is true. You have to maintain your caloric deficit in order to reduce and shed fat. And this is what you should be eating to maximize getting those abs to be revealed. Eat a protein-rich diet. Healthy fats such as nuts and avocados, and also complex carbohydrates. You need the carbs in order to fuel yourself for the next workout, but you don't need too many carbs. You need the protein because the protein is going to build the muscles. And also you need the nuts and avocados because they're like a source of lubrication for your body. You also want to stay hydrated and avoid sugary drinks. I know that for some of you, water is so boring. But when you continue to drink sugar, you're adding more fat to your body. Actually, sugars, salts, and flours, they need to be reduced as much as possible. One more major contributor into getting your abs to be revealed is cardio. Running can really assist you in getting your abs to be revealed, but personally, I like HIIT training, high intensity interval training, giving yourself as little time off as possible and going as hard as you can and keeping that heart rate up. With everything that you're doing in this, you must be consistent. Consistency is the biggest part of it all. Take out your calendar, take out your planner, or even take out your phone and make this a regular part of your schedule. Make sure you get enough rest and recovery and try not to overtrain. But that doesn't mean take too much time off either. So here are your takeaways. Do resistant training. Be consistent. Ensure that your diet and nutrition is on point. High protein. Avoid sugar, salt, and flour, and get cardio in wherever you can. That is going to help you shed more fat than just lifting. I would also encourage you to pay attention to your progress. You cannot manage what you do not measure. And as you're on your journey to shrinking that belly, listen, just be proud of the belly getting smaller, for one. Two, when you start to develop what you can see your 2-pack, okay, it's there. When you can see the 4, great. When you can see the 6, awesome. But this is not an overnight process, and this doesn't mean that everybody has to have this 6-pack venture. But if it is a goal and a desire of yours, I want you to know that it is attainable, it is reachable, and it is possible. If I did this with 4 pieces of equipment in my garage, I am positive that you can do it as well. I appreciate you tuning in to this episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is the currency that keeps the channel going. And if you know of anyone that can benefit from this, hey, do your part and share. If you listen to this on any of your favorite podcast platforms, I would love it if you gave a 5-star review. If you're looking at this on YouTube, a thumbs up is the currency. And before I go, let me leave you with a quote. A six-pack isn't just about the aesthetics. It's about health, strength, and confidence. Follow me on YouTube at King Prime. That is the @ symbol King Prime. Follow me on Instagram at IM.KingPrime. I will see you in the next video. Until then, look your best, do your best, and be your best.